Hi, welcome back to another episode here on Creepy with Coffee. I'm Kim, your storyteller. Well, for tonight, have you ever received a visit from someone only to find out later that they were already long gone? This is a story about friendship that defied even death, a birthday promise, a mysterious midnight visit, and an impossible discovery the next day. Was it just coincidences or did something unnatural happen tonight? Well, stay until the end and you be the judge. Like usual, before we get on to the story, if you have yet to do so, please help me like, share it out, put some nice words in the comment section and subscribe to the channel. It would help this channel a lot. Now, let's get on to the story.
This is Creepy with Coffee.
She was more than just a best friend. She was like my twin. We were born on the same day, the same month, the same year. We went to the same school, spent almost every moment together. But in Standard 4, everything changed. Her father got a new job and her family had to move. Back then, there were no mobile phones, just handwritten letters and the occasional house phone call. It wasn't much, but we made it work. A year later, as our birthday approached, she called me, excited. She said she wanted to celebrate our birthday together. That night, we talked for a long time. She was telling me about how her family, how happy she was that her parents were spending more time with her sister who had just returned from studying overseas. Then she brought up something sentimental. The matching necklaces we had exchanged as a symbol of our friendship. Each had a pendant with a tiny photo inside. She wore the one with my picture and I wore the one with hers. For her birthday, I had bought something special. A bath towel embroidered with both our names and the words "Best Friend Forever." I couldn't wait to give it to her. And then reached the day, our birthday. But my best friend never showed up. That night, as I was about to sleep, suddenly through my quiet house, I heard I hesitated as I listened carefully. And it comes again. I then stood up and went to the window. There I saw my best friend, standing outside, all alone, standing in front of the main door, waiting for me to open up the door. So I rushed to the main door and I opened it up. Stood my friend outside, but she didn't say a word, didn't even look up. Her head was tilted downward and her gaze locked on the floor. Something felt wrong. Still, I rushed to grab the towel, eager to give her my gift. After all, I'm just happy to see my best friend. When I opened the door, I noticed something strange. Her hair was somehow dripping wet and water pooled at her feet. Before I could even ask why or how or what, she slowly lifted her hand and placed something cold in my palm. It was the necklace, the one with my picture inside. A chill ran down my spine. I swallowed hard and smiled, trying to shake the unease. "Come inside," I softly said, stepping aside to let her in. She didn't move as I reached for her hand, gently tugging. The moment I turned, my friend was gone, just like that. I stood frozen, heart pounding. Did my friend leave? When? Oh, how? Shaken, I still closed the door, thinking probably she just took off like that. but there were thousands of questions running in my mind. My mind raced, but exhaustion eventually won, and I drifted into somewhat a restless sleep. The next morning, the phone rang. It was her older brother. His voice was heavy, strained. He started with the conversation saying, not hello, but I'm so sorry. We couldn't celebrate your birthday together like she wanted. Confused, I asked what the brother meant. Then came the words that turned my blood ice cold. The brother said she was in an accident last night and we just found her body this morning. I couldn't believe it. I refused to believe it. My father had to drive me to the hospital. I needed to see it for myself. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe this was all some horrible misunderstanding. Probably some sick jokes. But when I got there, reality hit me like a tidal wave. At the hospital, I saw my best friend lying motionlessly in the morgue. Still, I protested. That's impossible. She came to my house last night. I saw her. My words caught in my throat as her brother's face twisted in confusion. The brother hesitated and whispered, "That's strange, because when we found her, we also found her with a green bath towel, her favorite color. And the towel had both your names embroidered on it." The world seemed to blur. My chest tightened. Of course, I know what the brother was talking about, because it was my gift, the one I had placed in her hand just hours ago. Shaking, I looked down at my hand. In my palm, the necklace was still there, her picture inside it, and yet the towel was with her. At the morgue, when I finally saw her for the last time, I nearly collapsed. In the plastic bag containing her belongings, there it was, the green towel, and the clothes that she had been wearing when she knocked on my door the night before. Even now, I still don't know what really happened that night. I only know one thing for certain. My best friend came to visit me one last time just to say goodbye. Well, that's all for this episode. So what do you think? Is it really the friend? Or was it just a dream that seemed to be also real? If it's a dream, how would the necklace or the bath towel end up with each other? Well, let me know down below in the comment section. I would love to hear what you think about the story. Well, once again, if you have yet to subscribe, please help me like, share, and put some nice words in the comment section down below. And once again, if you have yet to do so, help me subscribe to the channel. Until the next time, stay safe, stay curious, and remember, sometimes even the dead don't say goodbye.